Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
Good morning, everyone. How you doing? You're probably doing better than me. As you can see, if you look at my hair, I've been pretty stressed out this morning. And if you're wondering why, it's because I've been up to my eyeballs in technical issues. You might say, oh no, not again, Phil. Don't tell us again that you are having issues with your PC setup. I mean, you changed your setup in January. Well, actually, it was December. It's October. Well, there's good news here. No, the technical issues today had absolutely nothing to do with my PC setup at all. My PCs are good and fine and working. Today, I had issues, of all things, with my Switch 2. Because today, on a rare occasion, we're actually going to play a Nintendo game. That's right. I brush off the dust and, hey, let's do something different. You guys wanted Super Mario Galaxy 2, and I'm more than happy to oblige now that it's been ported to the Switch 2. But as I attempted to set up this morning, issue after issue, I'm going to walk you through it. It seems like Nintendo is at it again. It seems like I've got another faulty piece of Nintendo equipment. That makes 2 Switches in a row. I'm not kidding. 2 different Switches in a row. Both the Switch 1 and now the Switch 2 are malfunctioning on me. Does Nintendo make anything reliable anymore? It's a good question. Remember how many people had issues with these thumbsticks drifting on the Switch? I just seem to have other hardware issues, but maybe they're just not the dependable company they used to be anymore. Alrighty, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the show. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 Podcast. There's just all kinds of issues going on right now, and I'm not actually sure what's causing them. So, for example, right now I'm broadcasting, right? And you all could see me, correct? There's no problems. Everyone can see me. Right now, as I'm broadcasting, I'm seeing everything looks like it's working, but I guess Kick Chat is not. And what I mean by that is Kick Chat freezes for me. It loads, but it's not moving. It was working last night, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe I have to completely reload Kick Chat over here. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of October, 2025. I hope that you're all doing well. At least I hope you're doing better than me. Certainly, I'm not doing very well today with all these technical issues. Let's see if I can even figure this out. Like, Kick Chat. There it is. Can I reload? Maybe I have to relog into Kick on the laptop to get it to work. Let me see. So I'm going to the dashboard. All right, I got the dashboard loaded. I'm staring at my own stream, but the Kick Chat isn't moving. What is going on? Dude, so I can load the chat, but it freezes immediately. What the hell is causing that? Dude, I'm having nonstop technical issues this morning. This is driving me nuts. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I can't, right now, I literally cannot use Kick Chat. It will not work on my laptop. Let me see if it's working on my desktop. Yes, Kick Chat is moving on my desktop. It refuses to move on my laptop. I'm logged in. I'm staring at my own stream. The stream works, but the Kick Chat just freezes. What is causing that? YouTube chat is working, for the record. I can see everyone on YouTube this morning talking. But I have absolutely no clue what is causing these Kick Chat issues this morning. I'm even using the same browser. All right, I'm using Chrome on both computers, but it's working fully fine on the desktop, and it will not move on the laptop. They're both connected to the same internet. What in the holy hell is going on today? I don't even know how to get it to work. I actually have no idea what's causing it to malfunction, so I don't know how I could get it to work. What the fuck? Dude, this thing is awful. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, this is the day of awful technical issues, and they're not, literally not my Not my fault. It's not stuff that I'm doing wrong or anything. It's not PC hardware issues. It's just stuff will not work. It won't even, are you kidding? It won't even work in a different browser. What the holy hell is going on? I don't understand at all. I'm lost. I am 100% lost right now. I don't get it. How was I able to load my dashboard for Kick in a new browser, fresh login? It loads the chat, and then the chat freezes. But it's working on my desktop PC over here. I'm seeing all of you chat, but it doesn't work on my laptop. What the fuck is going on? I have no clue. I don't even know. I can't explain it. I don't know what's going on at all. Could this actually be the source of some of my internet issues? Allow me to explain what's going on right now this morning. Okay? So, this morning, I came into the office early because I wanted to purchase, download, and get Super Mario Galaxy 2 working for today's stream. Okay? So I came in here and I hooked up my Switch 2. It had been unhooked because the last console I had used was my PS5. So I hooked it all up, Ethernet, HDMI, etc. Turned it on. Got my Wiimotes working for the first time in like 2 months. The last time I played it was the Bonanza, Donkey Kong Bonanza. So I got the Wiimotes all set up and working. Okay? And everything is good, basically. Okay? So what I'm thinking is I'm going to try a different internet connection and see what happens here. So here's what's going on. This morning I come into the office and I say, okay, let's turn on the Switch 2. Let's get let's get Super Mario Galaxy 2 downloaded and ready for today's stream. So I turn it on and I notice immediately the two games that I have sitting there on the dashboard, which is Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, they're blinking with bars at the bottom, each insinuating, I'm guessing, that they each need an update. Okay? And I'm like, oh, okay. It needs an update. So let me do them. But there's an X over them. So I go to click on it. It says no internet connection. Oh, that's weird. I'm plugged into the Ethernet. Why would there be no internet connection? That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay? So I go to look at everything, and it basically says it's not connected. I say, okay, connect to the internet, Ethernet. And it goes and it cycles, and it's going ding, 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 ding. And then it says, can't get an IP address. What do you mean I can't get an IP address? Why wouldn't I be able to get an IP address? Just, it won't give an IP address. And I'm thinking in my head, well, what's recently happened? Well, Comcast supposedly upgraded the infrastructure of the internet here, right? Maybe that could affect the console, but I couldn't figure out why. I'm like, why would that affect the console? It didn't affect my PCs. My PCs were able to keep working, no problem. They're on this exact same network, on the same router, same everything. That doesn't even make sense. So I tested. Yeah, my PC's working fine, no problems. So I'm like, all right, let me try something else. Let me try to connect wirelessly to my modem that's downstairs, because downstairs, that modem is connected to a wireless router that I just bought like the beginning of this year, and maybe this will work. It does work. Oh, okay. Well, oh, it updates. System update, updates the games. Wow, really? So then I go, I'm going to download Super Mario Galaxy 2. Yes, you could do that. Okay. I bought it. I downloaded it. Done. No problems at all. Okay? But it's a little slow because it's wireless, right? Like, to be honest, downloading games won't be a huge problem. I could easily just do it ahead of time. The issue here is any game that I want to play online. If I want to play a game online on my Switch, that's going to be a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? If I can only connect wirelessly, it's going to be laggy. I want to have a wired connection for online play, right? So, what is going on? So I go back over to the Ethernet, and I try to connect. It won't do it. It just keeps saying cannot detect an IP address via the Ethernet. Why? I tested that Ethernet cable with my PS5. My PS5 turns on, boots, immediately connects to the Ethernet internet. I was able to go right onto the online store and browse. So it works. So it works on PS5, no problem. It works on my gaming PC, no problem. It works on this PC, the desktop PC, no problem. But on the Switch 2, I cannot connect via the internet, the Ethernet. So you think it's got to be the Switch 2. Did the Switch 2's Ethernet port on the dock, or did the actual Ethernet capability inside of the Switch 2 fry somehow when I wasn't using the console? And how could that possibly even happen, right? I don't know. Now, before, people might be saying, well, maybe when Comcast did the updates, they changed something in your modem. They didn't. I don't have a Comcast modem. I made sure of that. After 2 years ago, when we had a Comcast employee was getting into my equipment and messing with it, I got rid of their modem. I now have my own modem, and they don't have permissions to enter it. So it's definitely not a Comcast employee messing with the modem, nor could the infrastructure updates have changed anything in my hardware setup. They have no access. Okay? So it's not that. Okay? Now, I thought that was all that was going on. And I just started the podcast to tell you guys this issue. But as I'm starting the podcast, I noticed Kick Chat wasn't moving. YouTube chat was moving, but not Kick Chat. What? Now, the weird part is the chats are working on my desktop. No problem. Both chats are moving. But over here on the laptop, which again is connected to the same router, the same modem, the Kick Chat wasn't moving at all. So I tried logging into the other browser, and it still didn't work. It was frozen. It would load and then freeze and not move. And I would hit load again, and it would update and then freeze again and not move. Okay? So what I just did is I connected to my wireless internet downstairs. And when I connected to the wireless internet downstairs, so now this laptop is connected both to the wired Ethernet internet here and to the wireless internet downstairs. And now the chat works. The Kick Chat, it's moving. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Could there be an issue? Something is going on with my internet that has affected the ability of my Switch 2 specifically and only to connect to the internet via Ethernet, and is freezing my Kick Chat specifically only on my laptop. Because the PlayStation 5 works, the desktop PC works, and the gaming PC works fine. I don't know. I'm just, it's mind-numbing. It gives me a headache. And quite frankly, I don't need this bullshit. Like, I got other shit going on in my life. I was already running around this morning stressed out, trying to do a million things before I got on stream with you guys. I had all this stuff I had to finish. I made a promise I was going to do something to help my wife out. I'm like, all right, I'll get all that done. I do it, and then I run in here. I'm like, okay, let's get the stream going. Oh, no Ethernet on my Switch. Oh, the fucking Kick Chat won't move. What the fuck? So what is going on? I'm at a loss. Has anyone ever seen something like this happen before? Specifically, a console like the Switch 2 will only connect via wireless, not via Ethernet connection. But we know it's not the wire because I tested the wire with the PS5 and it worked. I just don't get it. And then what would make a chat room load but not move? But then if I connect it to a different internet connection, then it moves. I don't get it. I tried resetting my modem. Yes, I did. I tried completely restarting my modem. I tried completely restarting the wireless router. Excuse me, it's not wireless. The wired router. I tried all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know specifically what the fuck could cause the Kick Chat room to freeze. And then when I connect it to the wireless, now it loads. Let's test this, okay? So right now it's moving. Let's disconnect from wireless right now. Okay, I just did. Guys, keep talking in Kick Chat. Are you talking? Okay, it's moving. You guys are still talking in Kick Chat? Because I turned off the Wi-Fi and the Kick Chat is still moving now. So now at least it's working. At least this issue's resolved. I don't know what caused it. Okay, I have no idea. Super Bonchan says, oh, well, problem solved, time to move on. But it's not. Number one, the problem isn't solved on the Switch. I can only connect wirelessly on my Switch. I can't get this to work wired. Like, I'll try again right now. System settings. Internet. Right now, it's testing the wireless internet, and it's working fine. Look, it's going fast. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. And then it says searching for networks. And it says my network is listed. And then it says wired connection. And it doesn't have anything. It's blank. It just says wired connection blank. So I click on it, and it says connect to wired network, change settings, or restore defaults. Here, I'm going to say restore defaults. Okay, I'm going to say connect to wired network. Connecting to the internet, and it says system internet is trying to connect. How would I fully reset the Switch? Because that's a good thing. Roger, he says full reset the Switch. How do you do that? Because I know the Switch just goes to sleep mode, sleep mode, sleep mode. I would like to fully reset it, but how do you fully reset the Switch? All I see in the menu is sleep mode. So it doesn't work. Error, unable to obtain an IP address. Hold down the power button physically on top of the Switch. Okay, I'm going to do that. Let's see how that works. Actually turn it off for real rather than the rest mode bullshit. Let's do it. Let's give me a sec, okay? No! Oh my fucking God. It went this. Okay, so I'm looking at the wrong camera. So I went over there. Listen to this. I went over there. I hard held down the power button to the Switch 2. It pops up, okay, and it says on the screen, power options. Oh, great. So I clicked down to go to power options. All I did was press the button once. It goes like this. Boom, boom. I pressed the button literally once, and it says boom, boom, as if I pressed it twice. So I press the button, it goes to sleep mode again. So I had to turn it on again, and then I held it down again. I went to power options, and from there I was able to say, actually shut off the console. So I actually have it shut off right now. Okay, for a bit. I'm going to let it sit there for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to try to turn it back on, and we're going to see what happens. Okay? So that's what we're trying to figure out. Now, at the same time that was happening, Kick Chat on my laptop would load but not move. It would load and freeze, and then load and freeze. And I tried on 2 different browsers, and it kept doing that. So then I connected the laptop to the wireless internet in the house rather than the wired, and then it started working. And then I disconnected it from the wireless, and it's continuing to work with the Ethernet that's wired. I'm so confused. A weird tech issue morning. I don't understand it. I don't know what I could have possibly done any different. It's just bizarre shit going on right now. Okay, so that's what I'm dealing with today. I mean, the good news is the chat's working again on the laptop. The bad news is I don't know what caused it, and I don't know if my solution will work again. Like, I have no clue what's going on. So I've turned on my Switch 2 again, and it again has no internet connection. Even though it's been fully powered down and the dock was powered down and turned back on, it's still not connected. So I'm taking a look at the settings. It says it has found my wireless network. and it has a wired connection. I click on wired connection, connect to the wired network. Nope, doesn't work. And again, how does it make sense that my PS5 is exactly on the same network, works fine, no issue. The gaming PC is on the same network, works fine, no issue. My desktop PC for capture and streaming is on the same network, no issue. My laptop is on the same network, no issue. But the Switch will not connect. The Switch won't connect unless I use wireless. It makes no sense. It makes me basically what I think happened is I think that the Ethernet capabilities of the Switch fried or broke, whatever you want to say. That's what I believe. So I am screwed. Moving forward, I will never be able to play games on my Switch online. The only way I can do it is to play wirelessly, connecting to my setup downstairs, which is going to lag. It's not the cord. The same cord works with my PS5. I tested it. It's not the cord at all. I might have too many devices connected. It won't fetch an automatic IP. Can I set a manual one? How the hell would I do that? I have no idea how to set a manual IP, dude. I've never done that in my life. I've never had to. Well, I would have to start doing that on October 7th, 2025. I have no clue. And again, it used to work fine, no problems. And then Thursday night, here's the update, everybody. I've decided on Thursday night, let's do it. Let's do a Lego build. Let's build this Lego Game Boy to see if it's any good. And let's see how it would look in the setup. I'm not saying we'll use it this month, but we'll probably have it for my setup, my background next month. But let's do a chill with Phil Thursday night Lego stream building the Lego Game Boy together. All right? So this entails there's going to be a lot of discussion. You guys will be talking with me and tagging with me. We'll be talking back and forth. It should be a really good time hanging out. And we'll build the Game Boy together as a late night chill stream Thursday night. Okay? So come Thursday night, come on by to DSP Gaming, either on Kick or YouTube, and enjoy the Game Boy Lego build. That'll be fun. First time we're doing this in many months, by the way. Okay? So that's the schedule for the week. I hope that sounds good. Also, DSP Tries It this week is Mexican food from a restaurant that my wife and I have never eaten from before. So when we hit 10 goals of support, we'll be doing that. So we're at 7 right now. So it's only 3 more goals. If we hit 3 goals on this premiere stream of Mario, I'll order Mexican food right now. So let's go. Who's going to do it? Who's going to drop? Let's see. That would be 90 subs. Who's going to drop 90 subs over on Kick right now? Or who's going to drop 5,000 kicks right now to hit those goals and do Mexican food? Who's going to do a $450 tip? Or maybe you'd like to do a $450 super check. Let's go. Right now, let's hit the goals. All right, it's probably not going to happen. I doubt that we're going to hit the goals today. But if we hit both goals today, one for Mario's premiere and one later tonight for the final Black Ops 7 beta stream, then that means we would only have to hit the goal on tomorrow's daytime stream of Silksong, and we'll do it tomorrow. All right? So let's go. Let's get some support rolling. All right? And in fact, also, this stream, incidentally, is the final stream of the week that counts for this week on Kick. So if you support via Kick on this stream with the sub or kicks, it helps a lot. And I'll get basically that support right away. So please support. If you're on Kick right now, please support via Kick today. That would help me a ton if you could. Thank you. The head writer of Ghost of Yotei was the same person who wrote major chunks of the plot of Dragon Age Veilguard, Anthem, and Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm not exaggerating. This is truthful. This person wrote for all of those stinker games. All right? So I got spoiled on the plot of Ghost of Yotei. I didn't mean to, but I was reading on X and all of a sudden a post pop up. I said, oh, what's that? And I read it. I was like, oh, well, it's a spoiler now. All I'm going to say is this. I am so happy I'm not playing the game. I am so happy that I decided to skip it. Because remember what I said? I said, could you imagine if I invested in a 40-plus hour video game? Right? I invested all this time and effort into it. And then the story sucks. The story really sucks. The story is fucking awful. I'm talking the story is levels of The Last of Us 2 bad. So if you thought The Last of Us 2 sucked, yeah. In fact, without spoiling, there's really one major difference that they went in a different direction. But outside of that, it's just really bad. Like, and I hate to say it, yes, it pushes agendas. Yes, it tries to get political. Yes, it basically tries to go woke. That fucking sucks. Because Ghost of Tsushima was nothing of that. You understand? Ghost of Tsushima had an amazing, timeless plot. It had insanely good writing, insanely good characters. All of that stuff was amazing. And now we've got the complete and polar opposite. I can't believe it that they would ruin it. And again, here's what happened, okay? It's this simple. Ghost of Tsushima comes out summer of 2020. We're in the midst of COVID. We're in the midst of the Black Lives Matter movement. They're making tons of money, and they say, we've got to get a sequel. What should we do the sequel about? Well, should we do the sequel about the strong character who everyone loves from the first game? Well, wait a minute. How would we fit into what's hot right now? Well, what's hot right now? Leftist agendas, liberal politics, social justice. We got to have all those things in our game. No, you don't. You don't. You don't have to be a fucking pathetic, bandwagoning bunch of fucking unoriginal losers. You can make art that's original, that doesn't jump on a trend. But this is what all these companies don't understand anymore. They think we're going to jump on the trend and ride the bandwagon. That way we don't have to work hard. And that's exactly what they did with the plot of Ghost of Yotei. It's actually a bandwagoning leftist plot to try to get people who are in that feel-good leftist movement of The Last of Us 2 and 2020's very liberal year. They were trying, let's take advantage of that. But what have we been saying? The problem is with game development, it takes too long for a game to be developed. What was popular in 2020 is no longer popular in 2025. People are no longer looking for that. In fact, they're rallying against it. We don't want these political things in our games. We just want good games. So imagine, oh, this is the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. Awesome. Let me start playing it. And you're playing, oh, the gameplay elements are very similar to the first game. That's excellent. Ooh, look at this new thing. And then all of a sudden, a weird-ass fucking plot with a liberal agenda behind it, again, shoved down your throat, whether you like it or not. So what is going on? Why are you trying to push politics on me when I'm playing a video game? All I want to do is play a fucking video game and have a good time. I don't want to become a fucking politician that either leans left or right. I just want to play a video game. Why do I have to get fucked with? None of that was present in Ghost of Tsushima. Zero. They interjected all of it into Ghost of Yotei on purpose to try to fucking bandwagon, and it's failing miserably. The other funny part about it is Ghost of Yotei has been out for over a week now, right? It took this long for people to start talking about it because in reality, no one's finishing the game. People all bought it, started playing it, like, they're meandering around it. Only now are people actually getting to the end of the game and like, oh shit, that's the ending? So there you go. That's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I hope I didn't because I gave you zero specifics, right? But I'm disappointed because, man, I know what would have happened. We would have played through that game, okay? And we would have gotten to the middle or end of the story and been like, whoa, we invested so much time and now this is it. This sucks, right? You get pissed off that you put that much time and effort into it. And you feel like you feel like it's the sunken cost fallacy that you've already invested so much time into it that you got to keep going to finish it anyway, even if you don't like it. And again, here's the thing too, like, you might say, well, Phil, or what are you, anti-woke? Listen, you can have liberal themes. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with liberal thoughts, leftist thoughts, just like there's nothing wrong with conservative thoughts, right thoughts, but you don't want it forcibly forced down your throat. Okay, you don't. You don't want it. And this game does that. What again? And it's like, anyway. But it apparently sold 1 million copies, so good for it. I don't know what they're actually trying to hit, being that it was the only game Sucker Punch made in 5 years. They invested all their efforts and money into this game. They're really hoping that it becomes a huge success. So basically that means 1 million pre-orders. That's great. I guess we'll see how it does, but I'm not wasting my time on it. That's for sure. Well, that's the thing. Queen of Hearts says it would be one thing if those things happened historically, but it's so far to the left, it doesn't make sense from a historical standpoint. It takes you out of the story. It's basically pulling an Assassin's Creed Shadows, where, who are the protagonists of Assassin's Creed Shadows? A female ninja, of which there were probably 2 ever, right? And a black samurai, of which there were 0 ever. But that's the game you made. Everyone's always been waiting for a Japanese Assassin's Creed, and you decide to make it so out of the realm of reality of what would happen in Japan, no one likes your game. So, again, why is it that when they write these games today, they have to be so... Well, our story is the complete, utter exception to what would actually ever happen historically during this time period. Okay? So how about this? If you don't want to do a story that's representative of the time period that you've selected, then don't fucking select that time period, stupid. Do a different time period. Right? You get so tired of, well, this is the exception. This is not the norm. This is the weird. When do we get something that's just fucking normal? If everything is the exception to the normal, when do we get the normal? Why don't we get the baseline normal thing to enjoy instead of, oh, this is the weirdo side thing that never really happened? And then you hide behind, well, it's fantasy. It's fantasy. It didn't really happen. It's not historic. Yeah, but people have been asking you for how long for Japanese Assassin's Creed? Why'd you give us the fucked up version first? Give us the real one, right? And at least I will say this, okay? At least in the case of Ghost of Tsushima, we got a good game with normal shit first. We did. There's none of the exception to the rule, weirdo, out of the way, never really happened shit in Ghost of Tsushima. So you can go play Ghost of Tsushima and it's DLC and really enjoy it. Okay? There you go. Or if you just don't care about the story at all and you want to unplug and just play the game for its gameplay, I've heard the gameplay is quite good, but it is a very incredibly similar gameplay loop to the first game. Go and enjoy it. That's what I mean. I want you to understand something. Just because something is not for me doesn't mean it won't be for you, right? If you really like Ghost of Tsushima, enjoy Ghost of Yotei. Seriously, like I wouldn't put it upon myself to be like, this is a bad game. I haven't seen a single person actually say that the game is bad. No one's saying that at all. People are saying, oh, the graphics are actually outstanding. The gameplay is very sound. But there are valid criticisms of the game out there, for sure. Okay, guys. So, for the final segment, would anyone like to talk? Just tag me in the chats. Let's see what you guys want to talk about. A little bit of Q&A to end the show. But we're not going to go super long here. Maybe 10 minutes, 15 tops. Because I do want to play 2 to 2.5 hours of Mario today. Don't worry. We're playing another stream of Mario in a couple days. We'll have a lot of Mario gameplay this week. It just sucks that what happened today with all this nonsense, this technical stuff. I don't know what's going on with my Switch 2. I just don't understand it. I don't even know how to fix it. I'm just trying to read comments. There's a million comments coming in at once, but none of them are very intelligible. Room temperature check, 84 degrees and climbing. It is again full sun outside, so it is increasing in heat here in the office. And when my wife gets home from work later, I'm going to have to close the office door, and it's going to get even hotter. Yeah, it's currently in the 70s outside, so that's why it's 84. It's going to end up being over 90 in here today. However, the good news is rain starts on Friday, supposedly. The temperatures dip dramatically. So starting this weekend, I might actually start getting autumn weather and be nice and cool in here. But it sucks. I have to keep wearing t-shirts every single day. It's too hot. Any updates on the fitness journey? What updates would you like? What I did yesterday, I did arms, chest, and sit-ups. So core, arms, chest, and core was yesterday. So little sore today, but that's okay. I told you I'd increase the weight on the weights this week. So this is a new level of weight. And so therefore my arms are kind of like, you know, first time feeling that harder weight and they're kind of sore. But it's all good. Within like another week or two, I'll get used to that amount of weight. No, see, I told you, I'm trying to ease myself into doing some push-ups. I'm already doing so many exercises. Like I'm trying to figure out where I would do it in my routine. But the reason I'm not doing push-ups right now is because I hurt my arm a couple weeks ago. I told you, I think I hyperextended my arm. So there's certain exercises that it messes with the arm more, and that's one of them. Like trying to do the push-ups, it's hurting my elbow. I tried doing them, like, fuck, my elbow. You know, so I can't really do too many right now. I'm trying to get this arm. It's been getting better slowly over the last 2 weeks. I still can't fully like bend it in all the way, and I can't extend it all the way. It's still, you know, messed up a little bit. And I still get like artificial tightness in it. So I fucked the muscle up bad in the elbow somehow. I don't know how I did it, but you know, it'll get better. And once it does, then I'm going to try to seriously do push-ups, but I just can't really do them that much right now because my fucking arm's fucked up. Boy, you're deaf. I have done push-ups. I'm just not doing them regularly, and I'm trying to find a way to get them into the routine. Again, I tried it and it hurt my elbow. I don't want to hurt my fucking body. You know, I got to do things that I'm working out, but I'm not overexerting and hurting things that are messed up. Like I said, this is already screwed up. The elbow. I don't want to fuck up the elbow. Then I can't exercise at all.
I got the drip go. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear. Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.